Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is your boy, Rick Kamla, and this is the Fantasy WNBA preview show. Draft is going on right now. It's the Fantasy WNBA today, and we got you. As you all know, I invented fantasy basketball. Me and Dr. A and Aaron Brewski popularized it, whether it's NBA TV or over at another website that I don't want to give credit to right now. And I'm not sure anybody's done a WNBA draft preview show. Have they? I haven't seen it on Twitter. I'm just saying, let's explode this thing. The WNBA is hot like fire. The games are going on right now. Stuff's going viral on Twitter. Becker's made her debut. Caitlin made a logo 3 back at Iowa where she set the record. Like, this is really cool stuff. And I know that the NBA is cooking, 11 a.m. We'll do the NBA show, but we're really, really excited. Me and Andre and Brew and Doc about launching and really exploding our WNBA coverage. And we want you guys to be a part of it. And we're so happy that you're watching right now. So let's dive in, guys. I've got my top 60, and we all draft right now in ESPN leagues, right? And Sports Ethos has we're organizing leagues that are then played out on ESPN. I don't know anybody else that's doing fantasy WNBA, honestly. So we go to ESPN, right? So there's 16 leagues, and there's Andre, help me, 13 teams in the WNBA, I believe, 13 or 14. But there's 6 teams in the fantasy league, right? And you draft 9 players. You draft 2 guards, a sort of wild card spot, and then 3 bigs. Okay, 6 starters and then 3 bench players, 9 total. 6 times 9 is 54. So I'll go to 60 here with you just to kind of give you a couple other of the ladies who are on the bubble. And let's start at number 1. And this is an absolutely awesome debate. This was probably a little bit like Jokic and Wemby heading into last year's NBA season. Who is the number 1 pick? Because it's debatable. Now, if you poll or just talk to, because I've done some drafts here. Caitlin Clark's gone first in both of the drafts that I have done. And I'm waiting to see A'ja Wilson go first. I haven't seen that yet. I still have some more drafts that I'm going to do. A'ja Wilson last year just absolutely went off. She had 27 points per game, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2.6 blocks, 1.8 steals. A phenomenal Hakeem Olajuwon stat line. All right, Caitlin Clark went 19, 6, and 8, 1.3 steals, 0.7 blocks, 3.1 threes. Really, really awesome rookie year stat line. She looks a lot like the female Luka to me, and I'll just keep it to a statistical perspective, with a lot of room to grow from that line right there. So who is number 1? And we're talking about a points league, okay? If it were a category league, I mean, to get the defensive goodies, I kind of got to go A'ja. If you're in a category league, that's the way I'd go. If you're in a points league, it still might be the way to go. But is A'ja Wilson going to average 27 points again? There it is. That it's not, is Caitlin going to be better? Or she's going to be phenomenal. Might win MVP, okay? Indiana, to me, is the 3rd best team in the league right now. You've got Liberty, you've got Lynx, you've got Fever, you've got Aces. That's your big 4. And how can you put them above the Aces? Because the moves they made in the offseason, watch. Vegas is coming down, Indiana's coming up, and that's just how I see it right now. It's all about roster construction. It's not about fanboy or anything like that. Is A'ja going to average 27 points per game again? Let's go to the back of the basketball card. 26.9 last year, 22.8 the year before, 19.5, 18.3, 20.5, 16.5, 20.7. Is 27 the new A'ja, or did A'ja just have an absolutely phenomenal year? Like the career year among what looks like a GOAT resume here, right? I am betting against A'ja Wilson having 27 points per game again. And I believe that Caitlin Clark is the pick. It's an absolute coin flip. If you talk to me 3 days from now, I may be in an A'ja mood. All right. And but I just don't think she's going 27 points per game again. You look at the all-time records of ladies who have spiked up, and like a 25 point per game season in the WNBA is extremely historically rare. 27 is off the charts. It's like a guy averaging, it's like when Harden averaged 36, right? It's off the charts. It doesn't make sense. It's not sustainable. So, and I'm not fading Asia. It's just, I think Caitlin, and look, at the end of the day, they're going to be within 100 fantasy points of each other. They'll be at 2,000, 1,900, whatever that high number is. They're going to be within 100 points of each other. All right. So it could be a preference thing. You all want a big, I'm going Asia. You all want a small. Or it could just be like, I'm a huge Asia fan. Then follow that fandom, okay? Because it's such a close call here. Or, well, I'm a big Caitlin guy. Then go Caitlin, okay? You can't go wrong here with either of these picks. Category league, I'm going Asia. And points league, I'm going Caitlin Clark. Because I just don't, if God bless Asia if she goes 27 points per game again. And then this is the wrong call. But as you guys know, I'm very trend-oriented. I'm very pattern-oriented, very historically rooted, and I just don't see it. Like, Asia's going to have to do that again for me to say, yeah, this is the new Asia. I believe Asia's going to be at about 21, 22 points per game, all right, and have a fat stat line and be the number 2 fantasy player in a points league behind Caitlin Clark. It's a great debate. What do you think? Let us know. Number 3. Number 3 should be Breanna Stewart, but it's not. Breanna Stewart had meniscus surgery just a little while back. And you guys know how I am with the knife. When we're this high right here, you got to nail the pick. And I just don't like going there. It's like pitchers in fantasy baseball. If you have shoulder problems, elbow problems, tricep, bicep, forearm, UCL, wrist, any of that, I'm out. I'm not doing it. I'll let somebody else take on that headache. I hope Breanna Stewart has an amazing year, and I'm sure she will. I gotta fade her a little bit because of the meniscus surgery, and all the reports are she's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. I hope that's true. I've been doing it too long to get caught with the banana in the tailpipe, because all that reporting comes from the team. Okay, they want everybody. Breanna's fine. Breanna's fine. Breanna's fine. Well, maybe she doesn't start the season on time. Maybe they measure her minutes a little bit. A little bugged out on that, okay? So I've got Napheesa Collier at number 3. This is last year, 20, 10, and 3, 1.4 blocks, 1.9 steals, 1.3 per game. Almost won MVP. She might win MVP this year. Napheesa Collier, she's going to come back super hungry because of missing out on the championship last year. She's number 3. Orike Ogunbowale is number 4 for me, ahead of Breanna Stewart. And she didn't play well in the first preseason game. Who cares? Last year, she went 22, 4, and 5, 2.1 steals, 2.9 threes. Fat stat line, okay? And she's a dog, and Dallas is going to be better this year. Not a lot, but a little. And so I got her at number 4. She's just out there getting buckets, man. And it's a points league, right? Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. 5, Breanna Stewart. Last year, 28 and 3, 1.3 blocks, 1.7 steals, 1.2 threes. So another 1-1-1 stat line like Napheesa, which is extremely cool. So 13 teams in the WNBA, by the way. Thank you, Andre, for verifying that. So I've got Breanna at number 5 here. So that's late first round, the second to last pick of the first round. I mean, I love her. Like I said, I don't know what else to tell you. If you guys have no worries at all about Breanna Stewart, then take her number 3. I think at this point, I really do think that Napheesa Collier has made it. Even if Breanna Stewart plays every game, Napheesa Collier is right there with, I mean, look at it. 20 and 20 with the points. Napheesa beat her by 2 rebounds, same assists. Napheesa beat her by 0.1 blocks. Napheesa beat her by 0.2 steals, and Breanna beat her by 0.2 threes. They have an almost identical stat line here. And if you're Collier or Stewart, go Collier. There's a hunger motivation factor that's a little bit of a separator between those two ladies heading into this year. Number 6, I've got Sabrina Ionescu. Just Old Faithful, man. I mean, 18, 4, and 6, 1 steal, 2.83. Trust me, I'm not calling her old. Old Faithful is just something you can rely on every game, every year. It's always a great pick. Love getting Sabrina. Like if I have the last pick and I'm going like 6, 7, she's definitely one of my picks there. I've got Kelsey Plum at 7. I have a huge Kelsey Plum opinion this year. I think Kelsey Plum is going to explode. She averaged 18 points last year, 4 assists, 2.9 threes. And her numbers kept dipping with Vegas. I don't know why. I don't know why they traded her. I don't know any of that. What I know is she's with the LA Sparks right now. I don't know if she's like happy, pissed. I don't know where all that is at. She's in a new scene. She's in LA. She's playing with Cam Brink. She's playing with Kia Jackson. She's playing with De'Erica Hamby. They've got some players now, okay? And so LA is going to be better this year. There's going to be a thrust. There's going to be a vibe out there at crypto, and I want to plug into that. I think Kelsey Plum has a chance to score more points per game than A'ja Wilson. Make it a headline. Like I said, Asia's coming down off of 27, in my opinion. Kelsey Plum's going way up over 18. This is Kelsey Plum's show in LA. All right. And maybe that was the thing. Maybe she wanted to be more of her show in Vegas. I don't know. Again, I don't know what that whole thing was about. I don't trade her if I'm Vegas. They traded her. It is what it is. But all of Kelsey Plum's numbers are going up. And she's a dog. Super competitive. They're going to try to get the Sparks into the playoffs. They're going to be playing big-time games all the way to the end of the season. Kelsey Plum at number 7, and I've got her on both of my squads so far, and I plan on having her on all of my squads. Paige Beckers is 8. And a little later, I'm going to get into overdrafted, underdrafted, rookies, that kind of thing. And she's going to be a big topic there. Because Paige Beckers is being drafted over Kelsey Plum. I don't agree with that, okay? Paige Beckers, her UConn career, which was 4 years, check this out, 20, 5 and 5, 1 block, 2 steals, 2 threes. That's her career, okay? What a stat line, right? Is she going to come to the WNBA and do that year 1? She might, but I doubt it. Caitlin Clark didn't do that. Caitlin won 19, 6 and 8, which is close. But and you've got Arike Ogunbowale, and you've got Dejanay Carrington. I don't, but anyway, I got Beckers at 8. All right. I think she's going to have a big time stat line. They're going to feature her. They're going to, they're trying to get good. So they're going to, be playing her in games and stuff like that, maybe deeper. And I think we're going to get a lot of minutes from her, a lot of shots and a lot of goodies. Okay. I got Paige Beckers at 8. More on her in a minute. Angel Reese is at 9 for me. Had a ballistic first preseason game. She's going to have an amazing year. She's going to build on. Look, Angel Reese is the best rebounder in the WNBA. I know you're thinking A'ja Wilson, and she's the champion and 3-time MVP. All that is true. She's not a better rebounder than Angel Reese, and it's really close, but I'll go Reese. Reese broke Candace Parker's double-double record as a rookie, all right? She averaged 13 and 13, 2 assists, 1.3 steals. She's going to start adding a little bit of 3-ball action to her game. The defensive numbers are going up. The points, and it's all going up. Why wouldn't it? It's her second year. She's a hell of a player. She's a franchise face. Angel Reese at 9. Alyssa Thomas goes from Connecticut to Phoenix, and I don't think anything's going to change with the numbers. She's a walking triple-double. She's very Andre Iguodala-ish, okay, with the stat line. 10, 8, and 8, 1.6 steals. And she is in Phoenix now, and she's going to be the hub of their offense. Their point guard is Sammy Whitcomb, but she's kind of an up-and-comer and a question mark. Their point guard is Alyssa Thomas. It's a little bit like the Jokic Denver thing. Number 11, De'Erica Hamby. Last year, 17, 9, and 3, 1.7 steals, 0.8 threes. And just every night, just a driller, a fantastic player, and a goody girl, and I like her a lot. And so those are like the mainstays. And now you get into sort of like a second to third round soup where you've got a lot of fantastic ladies to choose from. But I see it drafted in a lot of different orders here. Let me make something clear to you guys. By the way, it is Rick Kamla here, and we are talking WNBA and the Fantasy WNBA today, ranking my top 60 for you all. Pardon me, Monday morning, I'm always a little bit congested. I beg your pardon. Kahleah Copper. Kahleah Copper, guys, is going to have a year. last year with Diana Taurasi, with Brittany Griner, she put up 21 points per game. What do you guys think she's going to do without Diana Taurasi? God bless her. I love her. I'm going to miss her. I already do. What is she going to do with Griner in Atlanta in DT in retirement and soon to be in television? She's going to explode. I would not be surprised to see Kalia Copper score 24, 25 points this year. I would not. She was a big deal on the Olympic team. She's a big deal in the WNBA. She reminds me of Cappie Pondexter. Just a dog, a downhill dog, getting bucket after bucket. She was 1.93s last year, 21, 4, and 2. I love her. I got her at 12. I'm overdrafting her a little bit, and I don't have to. Like, I'm getting her in the third round because y'all are slipping and sleeping. But I've got a second round value on her. But I'm getting her in the third round, and I'm very, very excited about it. 13, I've got Nneka Ogwumike of Seattle. I mean, again, like Sabrina, just old faithful here. 17, 7, and 2, 1.9 steals, 0.8 threes on 40%. She's a phenomenal player, okay? You need a big, go get Nneka. You'll be fine. Jonquel Jones just does it with the numbers, man. And they got all those ladies up in New York, 14, 9, and 3, 1.3 blocks, 0.8 steals, 1.5 threes. Just, again, like just a cement mixer. Just every night it's a line. Aaliyah Boston of Indiana is next. I mean, she and Jonquel are virtually tied with each other. They both had a PRA of 14, 9, and 3 last year, 1.2 blocks, 0.9 steals for Aaliyah. The three ball's a little bit of a separator there with Jonquel over Aaliyah for me. Number 16 is Jewel Lloyd, who goes from Seattle to Vegas. And last year in Seattle, she averaged 20 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 1.4 steals, 1.6 threes. She's going to do all that in Vegas, okay? She's going to be very consistent with her value. I don't see her going up. I don't see her going down because Kelsey Plum is out of there. You've got Jackie Young, who's going to be their third option, but Jewel Lloyd will be their second option, and she's going to be a fantastic player once again. We go back to Seattle for number 17, Skylar Diggins-Smith. What a line, 15 points, 6 assists, 0.9 blocks, 1.7 steals, 1 3-ball per game. Again, you just can't go wrong here. Solid pick every year. She's at 17. 18 is an exciting young player and one of my favorite sleepers because, well, I'll explain later. But Setu Sabali of the Dallas Wings, 18, 6, and 5 last year, 1.3 steals, 2.5 threes. That's all going up. Phoenix grabbed her. And she's now, you know, a big part of their plan. And she and Alyssa Thomas are their best players. So green light. Shots are going to go up. Scoring's going to go up. And I think I'm getting her in the 4th round. I have a 3rd round value on her. But I love her this year. She is going to be fun to watch, and the stats are going to be amazing. I have Brian Howard at number 19. 17, 4, and 3, 1.8 steals, 2.7 threes. Again, just a super reliable player that's going to be fantastic for your club. Number 20, I've got Jackie Young. So Vegas has 3 of the top 20 players in my rankings. Last year, she went 16, 4, and 5, 1 steal, 1.9 threes. And I actually see that line going up this year. Pardon me, without Kelsey Plum there. Not a lot. I could see her getting to 17, like a little bit of an uptick in scoring, but not much. But that stat line, as it is, without any improvements at all, is good for 20th in my top 60. DeWanna Bonner, the future Hall of Famer, is next. She goes from UConn over to Indiana, which is one of my favorite offseason moves. It's like the Ravens getting Derrick Henry last year. Like, who didn't see that working, right? Like, DeWanna Bonner going to Connecticut is going to work. It's going to be a huge win. 15, 6, and 2 last year PRA, 0.7 blocks, 1.2 steals, 1.5 threes. Again, super consistent, plays every game, runs a marathon every game. I love DeWanna Bonner, and I have for a while. Let's go back to Seattle. Izzy McBeggar. Like, are her minutes coming down because of Malonga? I don't know. McBeggar was on my all-star team last year. Like, and they've got, obviously, Nneka, and you draft Malonga. Is she a backup? Is she going to eat into their time? It's a question. I don't know. We'll find out. As we said, I've got Izzy at number 22. The stat line's great. 12, 8, and 2, 2.2 blocks, 1.1 steals. I got Tina Charles at 23. She goes to Atlanta. From Atlanta, and she's in UConn, not UConn, Connecticut right now, 15-9-2 last year with Atlanta, and I could see her duplicating that line with Connecticut because they've kind of stripped it bare a little bit and they're in rebuilding mode. And I think Tina Charles is just they're going to be a losing team, but Tina Charles is going to go up there and pile up some more stats on her way to the Hall of Fame. Alicia Gray is next at 24 of the Atlanta Dream, 15-4-3, 1.1 steals, 1.7 three balls. Solid pick. There's a little bit of downside with her with the arrivals in Atlanta. They added a lot of players. Atlanta's going to be a lot better this year. So maybe her scoring comes down a little bit, but she's a solid player, and I'm not sure about that. I got her at 24. I've got Brittany Griner at 25, guys. Brittany Griner, we'll talk about this as being underdrafted. Last year with Phoenix, she went 18-6-2, 18 points per game in a points league, super valuable, 1.5 blocks. There's no threes there and any of that, but got to get the rebounds up a little bit off the 6. But like if Brittany Griner went 20-9 this year with Atlanta, would it surprise anybody? It wouldn't surprise me. I got her at 25. I've got Marina Mabry next, folks. Marina Mabry is going to get buckets for Connecticut. Again, it's kind of a stripped bare team, and she went 15-3-3 last year with 2.6 threes. All of those numbers are coming up. Like Jordan Poole on the Washington Wizards, right? Like you need scores even on bad teams. So Marina is going to do that. Kelsey Mitchell is next, the backcourt partner of Caitlin Clark. 27 is her ranking right here. 19-2-2, 2.7 threes on 40%. Awesome, all-star. She's a vet. She's going to help them win big this year. 28, I've got Natasha Howard of Dallas. 17-7-3 last year. 0.8 blocks, 1.3 steals. That's what she did last year with Dallas. And Natasha Howard, I've got her at 28. Courtney Williams, the doggy point guard from Minnesota, 11-5-5, 0.9 steals, 0.6 threes. She's not a goodie girl, right? There's not the fantasy gold, but we don't really care about that because it's a points league, and 11-5-5 is a pretty good PRA. So she's at 29. Brianna Jones, who's in Atlanta now by way of Connecticut, is at 30. She went 14-5-1 last year, 1.2 steals. Rakia Jackson, going to be catching a lot of passes and dimes from Kelsey Plum. She went 13-4-1 as a rookie, and those numbers are coming up here in year 2 on a team on the ascent. Camila Cardoso, the center for Chicago, big-time player in South Carolina, is a player I like a lot, and I think she's being underdrafted. Last year, she was 10-8-2, 1.4 blocks. This was as a rookie. All of those numbers are coming up, obviously, going into year 2. Why? Because that's how it goes. With those improvements made. Caleb Bride of my Lynx coming in at number 33, 15-3-3 PRA last year, 1.3 steals, 2.7 three balls. And I love her game. She's so gritty. She's so clutch. Takes big shots, makes big shots. I'm a big fan, and she's going to be a huge part of the Minnesota plan. Frankly, to me, she's their second best player. Natasha Cloud is at number 34, and she goes from Phoenix up to the Liberty. The rich get richer. Check out the stat line that New York is just going doop, and adding in. 11 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists, 1.4 steals, 1.2 threes. Now, Natasha will not duplicate that stat line this year because she's got to share with Sabrina and Jonquel and Brianna and Phoebish. But she's going to have a good stat line, all right? That's a stat line that's north of 34. I kind of downgraded it a little bit because I've built in some downside, as I just said. But she's a 34, very, very solid pick. Tara McCowan, big for Dallas at last year, 12-8-1-1-1 with the assist, blocks, and steals. Solid pick at 35. Alana Smith, one of the best under-known players in the WNBA. She's sort of a offensive line woman type of big for Minnesota, like a jack of all trades kind of thing, maybe like a PJ Tucker. I don't know, but the stat line is good, man. Last year the PRA was 10-5-3, 1.5 blocks, 1.4 steals, 1.2 threes. Y'all know I love the 1-1-1 guys or girls, and she is that. Think about this. We've gone through here. I think the only other 1-1-1 ladies are Brianna Stewart and Nafisa Collier and Alana Smith. That's pretty cool right there. I bet you didn't know that. Matter of fact, I didn't know that until that thought bubble just hit me. Ariel Atkins is at 37. She goes over from Washington to Chicago to ball with Angel Reese, and I love Ariel Atkins this year. Last year, 15, 3 and 3, 1.5 steals, 2 threes. I think all those numbers are going up because Chicago needed scoring. They traded Marina Mabry, and they need that sort of two guard, that gunner, right? That Ray Allen, that Klay Thompson. They need that DT. They need that gunner. And they got it. I think she's terrific. She's got dog to her. She's very competitive, and I think Angel's really going to love running with her. So I got her at 37, and I've got Jordan Canada, the point guard for Atlanta, at 38. Last year, 10, 3 and 6, 1.6 steals, 0.8 threes. Gabby Williams I love Gabby Williams. I think she's going to win Most Improved Player. Next Monday, we will hit you with another WNBA show. I'll give you my predictions and all that kind of stuff. But I'll steal one. Gabby Williams is my Most Improved Player. Love her. I got her at 39. It's probably going to have a higher value than that, but these ladies above her are just like, they're solid as a rock. I couldn't move her up, but I love her. Last year, 10, 4 and 4, 1.7 steals, 0.8 threes, and that was in like 12 games, I think it was. She joined them late in the year. She's going to be a big part of the Seattle plan, and I'm going to be watching a lot of Seattle ball to check. I mean, remember her on Team France that almost beat Team USA in the gold medal game, right? Gabby Williams, defensive disruptor. I mean, and a really good offensive player. But, like, think Cade Cunningham that way. Like, Cade can really lock you up, and he's giving you 30 with the triple-double type of stuff, right? Like, she's in that vein of player. And I think she's a future star in this league. I really do. She didn't just come here to be a role player. I think Gabby Williams is going to be a star. I've got Chelsea Gray at 40, another one of my favorite sleepers. She had a really good, encouraging first game for the Vegas Aces in their preseason game. Obviously, we don't take games like that to the Hall of Fame, but I want to see Chelsea play well. I like her, and she didn't play well last year. She had 8 points per game, 5 assists, 0.7 blocks, 1.3 steals, and 1 3 per game. Hey, pretty close to a 1-1-1, but not quite. This year she may get there. Chelsea Gray played well. I didn't see the game. I presume she's in better shape, but she came into last year with an injury and never got it right. And now, look, a big stat line could be had here. Could be 15 points, could be 7 assists, could be 5 rebounds, could be 1.5 steals, 2.2 threes. Like, she could do that out of the 40 hole. All right. I love drafting Chelsea. I've got her on both of my teams. I take her, I don't know, probably round 7, 8, or 9. 6, 7, 8, or 9. Somewhere in there, I'm taking Chelsea Gray. And I got her at 40. I've got Shakira Austin, big for Washington at number 41. Just solid. 12 and 7 last year, 1-1-1. Natasha Mack, another one of my favorite sleepers at 42. She's taking over for Brittany Griner in Phoenix. She's the new center for the Mercury. And I looked at the non-Brittany Griner games last year, and pardon me, Natasha Mack really played well in those games. It gave us a glimpse of what she's going to do this year. Last year overall, she went 4, 5 and 1, 1.2 blocks. I see her like averaging around a double-double. She's going to be 2+ blocks per game, and absolutely terrific. I've got Cameron Brink here at 43. Cameron Brink is very, very difficult to rank because we don't know when she's going to play. She had a truncated rookie season. We all love her. I think her podcast is amazing. I'm into it, okay? But I got to go 43 here. Again, coming off the injury, the unknown, there's other hot shots to take, and so I go that way. I've got Cam Brink at 43, and I hope she has an amazing year. Brittany Sykes at 44. Again, she's with Washington. Even bad teams need scorers. 12, 4 and 3 last year, and I got her at 44. Melissa Smith, she goes to Dallas now from Indiana. Last year with Indiana, she went 10, 7, 1, 1 and 1. I think those numbers are coming up with Dallas, because as the season went on, Melissa's role kind of diminished with the fever last year. I got Tiffany Hayes at 46. Tiffany Hayes, another, you need scores even on bad teams. She goes to the Golden State expansion franchise from Vegas. And Tiffany Hayes, if you look at her, the back of the basketball card, there's a lot of 15, 17, 18, 19, 13, 14 point per game season. She's lived in the teens. Going into last year with Vegas, when she averaged 9 points per game. She was one of the best 6 ladies in the game. She averaged 40% on threes. So she's going to go to a bad team, I believe, and get back to like 15 points per game. A really nice sleeper for you. I've got Vandersloot of Chicago next. Back in 23, she went 10, 3, and 8 with 1.3 steals. Can she get back to that this year? She barely played for New York last year. She may have to share with Haley Van Lith. They may split the point guard position in timeshare it, or Sloot might play the majority, and Van Lith may be a rookie and playing bench minutes. I don't know. I'm ranking it like Sloot is going to be the primary starter and get the most minutes here, subject to change. And obviously, we're deep in the draft here. We're in Sleeperville, and so I think Sloot's got some nice upside. And she's a future Hall of Famer, okay? Like I always say, no matter what the sport is, the GOATs, they age gracefully, and the goodies remain until late in their career. You think Albert Pujols at the end of his baseball career. You think about what Derrick Henry's doing right now in the end. These are old guys. Tom Brady, what he did. Mike Evans, what he's doing with Tampa Bay. LeBron James with what he's doing right now. These old GOATs, they're always good picks. And you know what? They slide in drafts because everybody's afraid that this is going to be the year the bottom falls out. The bottom ain't falling out. The year the bottom falls out is the year that they're in a boat fishing or golfing or, traveling the world because they've started their retirement. That's it. Number 48, I've got Julie Van Loo. She goes from Washington. I don't really understand how she's a rookie there. Maybe it was the expansion draft, but she goes to Vegas, and she's going to be their starting point guard. And I think she's going to put up some pretty dang good numbers. Aaliyah Edwards is with Washington, second-year player, highly drafted last year. I've got her at 49. This is a hopefully speculative ranking right here because we still don't really know who Aaliyah is as a stat player in the WNBA. Last year, 7, 5, and 1, 0.8 blocks, 0.7 steals. And I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things. She's a young hotshot. She should be fully greenlit this year. And okay, let's see what she can do. It's one of those deals, man. I've got Kennedy Carter, who, what did she do to piss off the league? Like, what is going on here? How is she still a free agent? She averaged 17 points per game. She was one of the best players in the WNBA last year for me. I mean, I'm watching just time after time. Carter, big shot. Carter, big shot. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand. 17, 3, and 3, 1.1 steals last year, and she's a free agent. Total difference maker. And like even these bad teams like Washington doesn't want her, Golden State doesn't want her. Like, what are we doing here? Connecticut could use Kennedy Carter. I don't get it. I got her at 50 because her stats are amazing. I don't know if she'll play this year, but we're in Sleeperville, so there you go. 51, I've got Dominique Malonga, who's been compared to like the female Wemby kind of thing and all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much she's going to play, but she's a very intriguing talent, and I got her at 50. At 52, I've got Sonia Citron, the new point guard, the rookie point guard, highly drafted to Washington. She should put up good stats this year as the point guard of that team. Point guards always lead to goodies, guys. So I've got Citron right there at 52. Anissa Morrow, I've got at 53. I saw that she didn't play in Connecticut's first game due to rest. I thought that was really weird. She's a rookie. She needs to play, but okay. I hate load management so much. I don't know if she's hurt. It said load management, or it said rest in the box score. So, but Anissa Morrow, again, I don't know what her stat set is, but she should get a lot of minutes and a lot of time with a rebuilding Connecticut team. I've got her at 53. Dejanay Carrington, I've got her at 54. She comes over from Connecticut to Dallas. She will start with Beckers and with Ogunbowale in sort of a three-guard look there. Last year, she went 13, 5, and 1, 1.6 steals, 0.7 threes. Love her game in reality, and she's a good late pick. I think she's a solid last-round pick, and we're at 54 right here. That's literally the last pick of these ESPN drafts. So the last 6 players. Azura Stevens of the LA Sparks, 9, 7, and 2, 1, 1, and 1. Hey, there's a 1, 1, and 1 lady. With the block, steals, and threes. Stephanie Dolson is at 56, just solid every year with Washington. She's a big that can shoot, 9, 5, and 2 with 1.8 threes. Sammy Wickham, I don't know what we're getting here, but it says in the depth chart that she's the starting point guard for Phoenix. point guards lead the goodies. Okay. So, and Alyssa Thomas is their point guard, but could we get 10 points and 5 assists per game out of Sammy Wickham? I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm drafting her. She's a deep sleeper for me. Monique Billings went from Dallas. Last year, she averaged 7.6 rebounds and 1 assist. And Monique this year is with Dallas from Phoenix. No, she didn't. I've got Dallas/Phoenix, and I'm kind of tripping on why. Maybe she split last year between those teams. But this year she's with Dallas, and I think she's going to have a pretty good stat line. Leona Phoebus is next of New York, 6'3" and 2 with a steal, 1.4 threes per game. I don't see a huge spike from Leone, but we could get to 10 points, right? 10, 4, and 3 kind of PRA, because she kind of hit the scene late in the year. So this is another one of those, like, I really like her as a player. I just don't know if she's going to pop, be a waiver wire lady, or be somebody you want on your team. I don't know. I mean, this is even beyond the draft here, though. Okay, this is kind of waiver wireville. And then Diamond DeShields is last. She should get some good time with Connecticut. There you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, there is my top 60 for your WNBA draft. Now, let's talk about on the Fantasy WNBA today with your boy, Rick Kamla. Shout out to our great producer, Andre Lemouche, as well, who is here with us. Guys, let's get into some sleepers and some overdrafted and underdrafted players. And I've already talked about all these ladies in the rankings, okay? But let's kind of condense it here. Here are Cam's sleepers, all right? Like, write it down or whatever you want to do here. Sonia Citron of Washington is one of my sleepers. Guys, in game one, preseason game one, in 22 minutes, she went 15, 4, and 2 with a block and a steal and 2 threes. Okay, like all in 22 minutes. She looks like a nice player, and that's a hell of a stat line. Gabby Williams, absolutely love Gabby Williams, and I've got her on both of my leagues, and she'll be on every one of my teams. Natasha Mack, who we talked about, the center for Phoenix, get her 9th round, 8th round kind of thing. And you'll be happy. Van Loo, again, you need a guard late. She's a very good pick for you, but Julie Van Loo is one of my sleepers. Brittany Sykes is one of my sleepers. Kind of just left out there in Washington, and we're going to lose every game, so might as well get buckets. That's the plan. Tara McGowan, the big lady for Dallas, she's on my sleeper list. Ariel Atkins, we talked about her. She's on my sleeper list. Camila Cardoso. I'm excited for her year. I'm excited to watch Chicago, to see Angel, to see Cardoso, to see Ariel Atkins, and Sloot and Van Lith, and see how all that goes. They got a nice new look to their team, and I'm into it. So I got Cardoso there. I'm not going to put this one on here. I'm not. I have Malonga written down. I don't trust the minutes are going to be there. Is she a sleeper? Yeah, she's a sleeper. I don't like, and I'm not trying to, like, I don't know, be exclusionary. I mean, but like, these are sleepers, right? This is, and I had it written down, but as I'm doing these drafts and I think about it more, I'm just like, nah, they got Nneka, they got Izzy. Like, where does she fit? Kind of feels like a superfluous luxury type of pick. I don't know. I need to see it. I need to see the minutes, guys. I need to see the minutes before I tout her as a sleeper, because Citron's good to go. Gabby's good to go. Mack is good to go. Van Loo's good to go. Sykes, McGowan, Atkins, Cardoso, good to go. I don't know Malonga's good to go. I don't know that. Chelsea Gray, another one of my favorite sleepers. Love Chelsea Gray. We talked about that. Dejanay Carrington, especially now that we got that first Dallas box score and we were able to see, okay, here's the plan for Dallas. They're going to start Dejanay with Enrique and with Paige, and they're going to go with a 3-guard look. So Dejanay's still going to have a ton of value. And it's a smart move. They need her doggy defense in that starting lineup. Dallas gave up 800 points a game last year. That was a great offseason ad by them, by the way. And then lastly, Tiffany Hayes. Again, going from Vegas to Golden State, she's going to score at least 15 points this year. So Citron, Gabby, Mack, Van Loo, Sykes, McGowan, Atkins, Cardoso, Gray, Carrington, Hayes. Boom. There you go. It is the Fantasy WNBA today. At the end of this episode, and I need Andre's help with this. Andre, can you? I want to instruct everybody how to join our sponsor WNBA fantasy leagues. but I don't have the email up right now. This is some behind the scenes stuff. Andre, if you could give me that little paragraph so I could read it to the people, I would appreciate that. Andre's the best. And I want to let you all know, we are sponsoring WNBA Fantasy Leagues. You'll be able to play against me, Brewski, Doc, Andre, like the whole gang, and you. All right, it's really cool. They'll be on the ESPN platform, but it's going to be like, the Sports Ethos League #1 or whatever. And so we want to play WNBA fantasy with you guys, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. All right, who's being overdrafted and underdrafted? And this is like really nuanced and delicate. It's not like I'm not banging on anybody here, right? I got Paige Beckers. Love her. I'm into it. But don't draft her over Kelsey Plum. Just don't do that. Just don't do that. If you want to draft her over Angel Reese, okay. Paige Becker should be at 18, 19, 20 points a game. Angel's probably not going to get that high. It's points league. The points category is the most important category. Okay. Kelsey, but look, I'm not even really crazy about drafting Paige Beckers over Kalia Copper. I'm not. I get it. Paige Beckers, big-time player, huge name. She's going to be in commercials. She's going to be a superstar in the WNBA. She's already a basketball superstar. Just won the championship at I mean, come on. No one's sleeping on Paige Beckers. I love her. Don't draft her over Kelsey Plum. All right? Take that. If you take one thing from this episode, don't draft Paige Beckers over Kelsey Plum. Brianna Jones goes to Atlanta. I think Brianna Jones going from Connecticut to Atlanta is a great move for Atlanta. I don't think Brianna Jones is going to score 14 points a game this year. All right. You've got Brittany Griner. You've got Brianna Jones. You've got Ryan Howard. Last year was at 17. Alicia Gray last year was at 15. Jordan Canada was at 10. Brittany Griner was at 18. Brianna Jones was at 14. Someone's going to have to take a haircut. Someone's going to have to sacrifice. And I think it's going to be the rugged Brianna Jones, who can score, but she's a big and she does big lady stuff. And I think she's going to be more in the workman's type of role. And then the others are going to be doing most of the scoring. So I see her coming down a little bit. All right. I think she's being a little bit overdrafted. Again, like that much. Couple spots, 3, 4, 5 spots overdrafted for me. Cam Brink. She's been drafted in my 2 drafts at 28 and 37. And it's just too rich for my blood. Like, I'm taking Chelsea Gray. I'm taking Gabby Williams when you're taking Cameron Brink at those spots, especially at the 37 spot, right? I would much rather take a Gabby Williams, take a Chelsea Gray, than roll the dice on Cam Brink. Next year, I'm all about Cam Brink. She'll be 2 years removed from the surgery. I just want to see it this year before I dive in. Haley Van Lith is being overdrafted for me a little bit. Again, hotshot young lady. She's in the SI swimsuit thing. Very charismatic human being, all that kind of stuff. And a hell of a player. She's going to play with Angel. Like, it's just pop, 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 pop. Very hypey, right? And don't forget Courtney Vandersloot is there. And Courtney Vandersloot is going to play. Again, I kind of see it as a timeshare, which will just kind of cancel out both from a fantasy perspective. I think Van Lith's being a little bit overdrafted. Like we talked about with Breanna Stewart. If you're drafting Breanna Stewart over, over Arike Ogunbowale or Nafisa Collier, I think you're making a small mistake. I don't think it's a big mistake. I think it's a small mistake. It's just, I would not, coming off of the meniscus surgery, I'm not drafting Breanna with that. Maybe it's a small question mark. Maybe it's a capped question mark. But Nafisa Collier and Arike Ogunbowale are good to go. No worries at all. All right. So I think Breanna's being overdrafted by 2 spots. No big deal. And then Malonga. Malonga has been drafted at 40 and 44. Again, where I'm drafting a Gabby Williams, a Chelsea Gray, you're taking Malonga, and Malonga might not play a whole lot. And a month into the season, you may be sending her back to waivers. I don't know where we're going with this Malonga thing. Underdrafted, we talked about Kelsey Plum. Kalia Copper's being underdrafted. I have a 2nd-round grade on her. She's falling to the 3rd round, and I'm waiting on a fastball with a catcher's mitt every single time. Whoo, give me Kalia Copper. Thank you very much, fantasy world. Brittany Griner, to me, is being underdrafted. I've got Brittany Griner at 25, and she's been drafted at 26 and 29 in my 2 drafts. Again, not a lot, but look, if you're Tina Charles or Brittany Griner, it's tough, right? I think Brittany Griner is going to really light up Atlanta. I think she's going to be happy there. I think she's going to feel great there and be very productive there. I think the Atlanta Dream fan base, which is very, very good, is going to love her. I think the change of scenery is really going to benefit Brittany. I think it's going to be great for her. Cardoso's being underdrafted to me. She's gone 32 and 43 in the 2 drafts that I've been in. Gabby Williams is being underdrafted big time, and Shakira Austin of Washington as well. I mean, again, she's on Washington. Nobody cares. But last year had that 12-7, 1-1, and 1 stat line. Okay, you can use that. Doesn't matter that Washington sucks. You're not in this for the Mystics. You're in this for your squad. So that's it, guys. We got the rankings out, overdrafted, underdrafted, the sleepers. It's all there for you. I want to encourage you to do a couple of things here. Go to sportsethos.com, get a membership, low dough, big time content, big bang for the buck. Subscribe to our stuff over there. You've got me, you've got Doc, you've got Brew, our baseball guys, our football guys. We're covering the WNBA. We're branching out into other sports eventually and all that stuff. We got you. All right, go over there and get a membership. Go to your favorite app store and download the app, the Sports Ethos app. It's an absolute must. You have a phone without the Sports Ethos app? What is wrong with you, you knucklehead? Let's go. Go get it. It's free and it's badass. It's blurbs for the NBA, NFL, MLB, and it'll help you win chips. I promise. And then finally, again, we want you, like Uncle Sam pointing at you, the old picture, right? We want you to pay your taxes on time. We want you to play WNBA fantasy with us. Okay, that's right. Look, it's all about community. It's all about us coming together. Okay, I'm in my home right now, and I got a mic, and I got a computer, and an internet connection. Okay, so let's do this. Let's bring it all together. Okay, let's merge this. Let's plug into each other, and this is how you do it. To join our WNBA or NFL fantasy leagues, which I'll be involved with that as well, and gain priority access to it, DM my boy Andre and your boy Andre at ANDMLEMOS, okay? Andre Lemouche is his name, so it's at ANDMLEMOS on X, or email support@sportsethos.com, support@sportsethos.com, and just say, hey, Andre, I want to join a WNBA fantasy league. Thank you. Love you. You don't have to put love you. But send that off. Andre will get back to you. And it's all going to be happening this week. The season starts next week. So we're excited about it. We want you guys to join in, and let's build this community, and let's do it together. I am out, guys. Big thanks for joining us. Please retweet this. All right. Get it out on timelines. I don't know anybody else in the world who is doing this right now. And I say that with humility. I'm not trying to take extra credit. I'm just saying, how many dudes out there, how many ladies out there are ranking 60 players in the WNBA and putting it electronically out for the world to see? Let's put it out there. Let's blow this thing up. And it's also about the explosion of women's basketball. We are here to support that as well. We love the NBA. We love the WNBA. We love hoops. And we want everybody to know about it, man. So I really appreciate you guys. I will be back in 11 minutes at 11 a.m. Eastern time with the NBA show. And I'll be joined by Coach James Young of Sports Grid. We're going to have a ball. Your boy's going to be foaming at the mouth about the NBA as always. See you soon. This episode's been brought to you by Bet Online, by the way.